pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call to order the regular town council meeting for the town of Hudson for April 21st at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Stadler?
Here.
Councilmember Nolf?
Here.
Councilmember Chavez? Councilmember Maestas?
Here.
Councilmember Hammack?
Here.
Councilmember Warren?
Here.
Mayor Hargis?
Here. Are there any additions to the agenda?
No, ma'am.
The point in our council meeting for citizens' comments. Anybody wishing to address the council on anything that is not already set for public hearing may do so at this time. Come forward, state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes. Let the record show that nobody's coming forward. Consent agenda. Did everybody get a chance to read the consent agenda? And do you have any questions? If not, then I would entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda. Second.
Been moved and seconded. Can I get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Nolf?
Yes.
Councilmember Stadler?
Yes.
Councilmember Warren?
Yes.
Councilmember Maestas?
Yes.
Councilmember Hammack?
Yes.
Mayor Hargis?
Yes. Okay, 2A, Ordinance 2104, an ordinance amending sections 1325 and 1326 of the Hudson Municipal Code relating to the hearings on water and wastewater accounts, first reading. Before we get to this, or before we actually start into this, I would like to know the council's views. My view at this point is there's no reason the citizens can't come to the council. That's what we're here for. So my view is keep it with the council instead of putting it to the town manager.
I agree.
I agree with that as well.
I mean, we're here to, be their voice, so why not have
Exactly.
them bring their issues to us, and bring that to us, so.
That sounds good. I still need a motion. It needs to be voted down, basically.
So I would make a motion to not approve it then?
Correct.
Okay. I make a motion to not approve ordinance 21-04 and ordinance amending sections 13-25 and 13-26 of the Hudson Municipal Code relating to hearings on water and wastewater accounts.
A second.
It's been moved and seconded. Can I get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Stadler?
Yes.
That'd be a-
Councilmember-
Oh, yeah. Sorry, we're disapproving it. That's a yes. Sorry.
Councilmember Maestas?
Yes.
Councilmember Hammack?
Yes.
Councilmember Nolf?
Yeah.
Councilmember Warren?
Yes.
Mayor Hargis?
Yes. All right, 2B, ordinance number 2105, an ordinance amending Chapter 13, Article 2 of the Hudson Municipal Code relating to delinquent water and wastewater accounts, first reading.
This is the issue we brought to council 2 weeks ago regarding the delinquent bills in town, and how it was currently structured in your code seemed harsh. We wanted to figure a way to kind of soften that. So this is per the direction of the council. Termination of service for delinquent account may be avoided by timely payment of the then current monthly bill plus at least 10% of the delinquent amount. The other thing you asked about leaning, we can already do that. So it didn't seem to make sense to put it in this section of code since you already have that ability.
Does anybody have any questions?
How many have come forward and paid their delinquent bills since last meeting? Anybody?
I think we've had 2.
Okay.
2 out of the 50?
59.
59, okay.
Okay.
Any other questions from the council? If not, then I would entertain a motion.
We'll make a motion to approve on first reading ordinance number 21-05 and ordinance amending Chapter 13, Article 2 of the Hudson Municipal Code relating to delinquent water and wastewater accounts.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 2C, ordinance 2106, an ordinance repealing Chapter 2, Article 16 of the Hudson Municipal Code to eliminate the Hudson Sanitation Board. First reading.
Thank you. As staff continues to go through your ordinances, sometimes we find things that seem outdated or no longer useful. This is one of those. At one point in time, there was a Hudson Sanitation District. They agreed to liquidate all their assets, give it to the Hudson Town Council. This Hudson Sanitation Board was created to facilitate that transfer. That was many, many moons ago. Everything is transferred, all the ownership has changed, and this particular board is no longer needed in your ordinances.
Any questions? Then I would entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve ordinance 2106, an ordinance repealing Chapter 2, Article 16 of Hudson Municipal Code to eliminate Hudson Sanitation Board. First reading.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 2D, ordinance 2107, an ordinance amending Chapter 13, Article 4 of the Hudson Municipal Code relating to the time of raw water dedication. First reading.
Good evening. So this topic should be somewhat familiar. So in February and March, we discussed raw water dedication and kind of all its little pieces in general. After that discussion, staff has drafted the ordinance proposed in front of you that would allow raw water dedication at a later time in the development process than is currently required. So the draft ordinance stipulates that raw water dedication would occur prior to the recording of the final plat or an equivalent process if final plat's not required for that, but there are equivalent processes to require that raw water dedication. And so that's what your ordinance stipulates. In addition, it does not preclude raw water dedication from happening at a prior time to recording a final plat. So it could occur at annexation, it could occur anytime in between that final plat. So that's how the ordinance is written. And in essence, it gives the development a different time in the process to provide that raw water dedication for water service. So I think that's it. I am here for any of your questions, but it's really the timing that we're amending for that provision.
Does anybody have any questions for Jen? Then I would entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve ordinance 21-07, an ordinance amending Chapter 13, Article 4 of the Hudson Municipal Code relating to the time of raw water dedication. First reading.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 2E, Resolution 2113, a resolution making an appointment to the Hudson Public Library Board of Trustees.
Good evening. So we posted the opening for the library at the end of March. I had it run through April 2nd. We received one application. Ms. Jeffrey is here if you guys would like to speak with her.
Would anybody like to ask Ms. Jeffries any questions? Thank you for stepping up to do this. We appreciate it. If there are no questions, then I would entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve resolution 21-13, a resolution making an appointment to the Hudson Public Library Board of Trustees of Jamie Jeffrey.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations. Staff reports.
Thank you. Couple issues. The town received a citizen complaint about a flag on Cherry Street. Safe Built Code Enforcement was asked to go see what the problem was. Safe Built issued multiple notices of code violations for the same issue. Staff and town legal counsel reviewed the violations. It is agreed there is no violation, and Safe Built was instructed to nullify the notice of violations and report that nullification to the people who received those violation notices. Just as an aside, next Monday, we will bring on our own code enforcement officer here in town. It'll be a little while to get them up to speed for training, and then we'll be able to make all these mistakes in-house. So that'd be great. No, we think having somebody in-house is going to improve the communication greatly. This morning I met with Bustang. As you guys know, the bus system that goes around the state of Colorado. Bustang is actually going to do a Bustang outrider route that will go from Sterling to Denver, and it will include a stop in Hudson. So we talked about what some of the needs would be, where they would locate their parking in the bus stop. Right now, they are looking at Love's. I think that makes sense to me. They need parking, flat, stable land for ADA requirements. I was concerned about them getting in here and out of town hall. That would have been a thought. But they've apparently already started talking to Love's. And so I think they're going to put it there. But they are going to put up a bus shelter. I asked that they put bike racks. We want to talk about some of the advertising to make sure our citizens know that it's happening. And that it's going to happen not immediately. I think they're going to try to get this up and running before the end of this year. Sophia Campbell is now working as our rec and events coordinator. She is a resident of the town and was on the rec committee. And in her professional background, it includes working for the Denver Zoological Foundation, organizing and presenting events at the Denver Zoo. So she does have a background in that. So she is off and running on those issues. Had a conversation with Chris Cross, who's the city manager of Fort Lupton, about a regional wastewater concept. I told him that the town is always interested in discussing these things, but right now I was hard pressed to see what the motivation of the town would be to get far into that discussion. And he said they were looking at their comp plan and just having these conversations. So I'm not sure how motivated they are either. Regionalism sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. And devil's in the details, but I said, if you've got something you want to talk about, please let us know. I'm not sure how far it's going to go on their end. Jen and I had a conversation with CDOT regarding ADA compliant ramps on 52 and Cherry Beach area. Apparently, CDOT got a grant. They're just all hot and bothered to put in ramps. When we talked to them, we said, that's great, but they don't connect to anything. You guys have seen the sidewalks down there. We just have a ramp that would go nowhere. So we believe there is some grant money that may be able to come out that we can maybe match that grant money with theirs and see if we can get some sidewalks designed and installed with the ADA compliant ramps. Again, that project, about a year off, but the grant, this particular application is relatively quick, I think.
It's quick, but it's a 4-year phasing. It's up to 4 years.
So it's the same conversation we've had about that section of road. The big issue is where it necks down to go over the fried ditch, doesn't leave a lot of right of way to put a platform there for a bridge. But we did raise those issues with them so they know that we're really concerned about being able to walk an entire section of sidewalk. I did issue a letter to the Reddens about Enclave, and I provided that to council. If you have any questions about that, let me know. But basically it was, we're not interested in having that conversation right now, maybe in the future. Fair enough. And then Allo about broadband. The town and Allo are getting close to having documents ready for the town council to consider to engage the two entities. I would like to see if you guys would be interested in next week, possibly next Wednesday, having a work session so that we can have Allo here and you guys can talk to them directly. You haven't had that opportunity. You've been going through staff. We've tried our best to keep you updated on what's going on. But I think it's important that you, if you would like, have a conversation with them, meet them, understand who they are. We are shooting for the first meeting in May to try to get these documents in front of you. They gave us a compilation of documents that kind of covered the whole thing. And so Hillary's reviewing those right now. And then we also have a poll agreement with United Power that she's reviewing. But I wanted to get your guys' feedback on that to see if that's something that you desire or would like to do. It would be an off session meeting, I understand that, but I just think it would be good for you guys to have a conversation with them and meet who you're engaging with.
I think it's a good idea, but could we do like a Thursday or Friday?
I'll see if I can get a Thursday up. Fridays are hard for kind of everybody.
Or just make it available online so I can chime in online.
Yeah. They're headquartered in Nebraska. They've been more than willing to come out anytime we've had a meeting.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I have open availability. I can make it work.
If you have a ride.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Joe can take me, then I can come.
Or we
I'm
can do it
feeling up
online.
to it.
To- We'll do it online.
Okay.
We'll have that option. If you guys are okay with that, I'll try to get it scheduled Thursday. Is that best? How's
I can do
Wednesday
either.
for people?
Wednesday is better for me, but.
Wednesday's better?
Mhm.
I'm out of town on Wednesday, but if it's online, that's fine.
I'll work with them. I have not brought this up with them. I've just brought it up with you guys. But I'll go.
Okay, anybody have any questions for Guy? Oh, Charity?
So last week, Heather and I spent an entire day interviewing candidates for the payroll position. I sent out 2 offers and we still don't have it hired. So now I'm beginning the process all over again, reposting it, trying to get another pool of applicants. At the beginning of the year, I was asked by the Colorado Municipal Clerks Association Vice President to be Vice Chair of their Audit Committee. And so I've been going through the painstaking process of looking at their financial procedures, and I just submitted a report with all of my recommendations. So hopefully they'll be changing things. And that's about it.
Any questions for Charity?
What's the payroll position pay, just out of curiosity?
24 to 27. The first person I offered it to asked for 30 and I said no. So it's 20 hours a week. So it all depends on experience. And I changed the way we were hiring that, where I had them do an actual paperwork exercise to weed out, the ability for detail and things like that, because some things can't be trained.
Mhm.
So.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions? No? Thank you. Corey?
I do not have anything tonight.
Jen?
I just wanted to follow up on the last thing I followed up on was the Verdad landscaping. If you can see, they're putting it in. I haven't gotten a call saying they're finished yet, so there might be still some more stuff going in, but we've started to see trees going in. So the landscaping is in, the dirt. It's better than we've had for a while. So we'll just stay on top of that and see when they finally get done.
It looks good.
Okay, yeah, it does. Thank you.
Good. Hunter?
I spent the last 3 days down at the water treatment facility, testing the new pump system. Fingers crossed, we're probably going to fire it up within the next 2 weeks and put it online. So we're real close on that. We have to get internet in there. They upgraded all our computer system and it used a telephone line. Well, that doesn't exist anymore. So we're getting internet put in so we can have alarm systems on it and stuff. You may have noticed we got the new flagpoles up at the Veterans Memorial. I think they turned out really good and hopefully people won't mess with those like they did flowers. The weather's been fun for us. We've been pretty busy with that. We've turned the irrigation systems on. We've turned them off. We've turned them back on. We've turned them back off. So we're in there. We have grass growing at Cedar Park. Not a lot, but it's starting to come in. So we're excited about that. I think our seed's going to take. We're sending soil samples out from Memorial Park to CSU to see why our grass keeps dying. So hopefully they can give us a little direction on what we need to do to amend the soil and what type of grass seed will work best down there. So that's our next step with that. And I'm working with the contractor on the soccer field in that dead area. Once we get some idea what we need to do, they're going to come in, re-level that part and resod it for us with whatever recommendation CSU makes. So we're moving forward with that project as well. Paving projects are moving forward. I'm waiting on one final bid for Hudson Hills. Everything else is in. We'll be doing chip seal on Cedar Street downtown and the full length of Beach Street. We're going to redo 4th Avenue from Beach to Date. And we have some odds and ends like Hudson Estates Trailer Park. We're going to pave their entryways. They paved all their stuff inside, so we're going to pave the entryways. So those will be going on this summer. Most everything will be after school is out, so we'll have less traffic to deal with on them. But they'll be fairly quick projects except for Hudson Hills. You guys are gonna have fun.
Anybody have any questions for Hunter?
I got two things. So are the basketball lights that still on to be fixed?
They
next
came out
week?
Monday, had to order one more part. They were gonna try and be out today, but weather and electricity don't mix well, so
Right.
they postponed that for a day or two.
Okay.
So,
Chickens.
right,
And then the porta potty at the new park, people were having to use Matt Cole's bathroom and they were peeing in the bushes because there was nothing down there for the fundraiser that they had. So can we
Right.
get one down there?
we kind of looked at that park as a neighborhood park or a pocket park, not as something that people are gonna have raging parties at. And that's why we'd never set anything up there. We can do it. We don't have any money in the budget to add another porta pot.
I think it would be good just for, kids
It's
that
gonna
go down
cost
there.
us,
They have to go to the bathroom, they're gonna go in a bush if
Right.
they rode their bike all the way down there from, up off
Right.
Main or something.
so it's something, we can definitely add one. I'll have to sit down and figure out where. No, she's talking the new.
They don't have one
park
down
at,
there at that one.
Cedar and Fourth.
Yeah, they have
So-
no porta potty at the new park.
Yeah,
So,
so we can definitely add one. It's just, I gotta find the money for it.
yeah, I would like to add one just because I think this summer with kids and stuff going
Right.
down there, and if people hold more fundraisers down there,
Right.
you're gonna have people.
And that's something we're gonna address too, about people reserving parks.
Mhm.
We hauled 2 full pickup loads of trash out of there.
Yeah,
It was destroyed. We've had to pressure wash all the concrete, glass all over the grass and seed area. They were in there with beer bottles and the park was destroyed.
okay. And did the porta potty at the Memorial Park get emptied finally?
It did get emptied and we're switching companies
Okay,
and we're gonna go to a twice-a-week service on it.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's another thing, that's what's using up my budget is by going to twice a week, it doubled our cost on them,
Yeah,
but it needs to be done, so.
Yeah,
but
for
we're
the
gonna.
spring and summer and everybody using that, it
Yeah.
needs to be
And
done.
we're extremely busy on that facility. It's booked 6 days a week.
I was absolutely disgusted when I tried to take my grandkids.
Right. And we called them the Thursday before, the Friday before. Oh, they cleaned it. No, they didn't. Here's pictures. So had enough with them. We're switching companies. We're going back to United Rentals, who offers hand sanitizer, everything in them for
Nice.
not much more money.
okay,
So,
thank you.
Mhm.
That's all I had.
Anybody else?
On the pump, just out of curiosity, will that pump increase the volume of flow or purely the pressure?
well, anytime you increase pressure, you'll also increase volume.
Mhm.
They go hand in hand. So there will be
A volume.
a volume increase, but you're gonna notice more of a pressure than a volume. I mean, you're restricted on every house. You have a 3/4 inch line, so you
Mhm.
can only push so much water through there before breaking stuff.
Yep.
And we're gonna start out pretty slow. I think the first increment may be a 5-pound increment. We're gonna let that run, see how everything handles it, then we'll bump it up again. So it's gonna be a multi-week process till we hit where we wanna be for pressure. And we don't really have a target pressure. It's kind of, let's see how everything goes, because, with you guys on the hill, but I also have people in the bottom,
Mhm.
I don't want 90 pounds in their house and,
Yeah.
you guys are still lower. So,
In orbit, please let us know.
yeah, if it starts
I've got a
shaking a
tank-
little
I've
bit,
got a
we'll back
tank
it
with
The
off.
whole house starts vibrating, let us know.
Yeah, that's one of the things we need to make sure we get out everywhere. That as they start increasing the pressure, people need to let us know, they need to pay attention to their water lines coming in. And if they notice any breaks, they need to let us know right away.
Right. And it's, we're fortunate, we have very good water here, so I'm not as concerned as, some other municipalities around here where the water is very bad. If they were to try something like this, you would see water heaters just dumping. So,
Okay.
fortunately for me, my water pressure has gone down 8 pounds since Kingsburg built homes. So,
I think mine can only go up.
right, well, don't tempt me.
Well, that's not true. It does go down every time somebody up. Yeah.
Right, when the neighbors water too.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it definitely will help with your volume and pressure.
Yeah, it's just,
Okay. Anything else for Hunter? No?
All
Thank
right,
you.
Thanks a lot.
Jay?
Hello, I think I am muted. Does everybody hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Okay, I don't have much. I know Guy, advised that, we are bringing on our, community policing officer, so we'll have, him on board, in a week or so, just trying to get the training and everything set up for that party, and then just keeping up with, a lot of the changes and a lot of the reform acts and bills going out there to make sure our policies are, in line with everything in the state's changing. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
To add, Ken, real quick, we are getting help from Chris Pratt, our former code enforcement officer here. No, and we are also getting help on paperwork and all the documents from the town of Berthoud. They're going to give us basically their whole portfolio for what they use for handing out paperwork and stuff. So,
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Jay? No? Thanks, Jay.
Sure thing.
Daniel?
Nope, I'm good.
Candace?
I don't have anything.
Joe?
I'm good.
Sarah?
I'm good.
Michael? Don't have anything other than, remember, I will not be here on the 5th. So that's the only thing. All right, citizens' comments. Anybody wishing to address the council on anything that hasn't already been discussed previous may come forward and do so at this time. You have 3 minutes. State your name and address.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Haynes, 733 Ash. You guys probably don't know me or nothing, but anyway, I got arrested by that dude back there. Greatest thing that ever happened to me. It was life-changing. I went back to Christ where it should have been a long time ago. And I'm really sorry about the way I acted that last meeting when I was here. But I do have a matter, and I don't know if I should talk to Corey before I talk to any of you guys in public.
That's completely up to you.
I think I'll wait. But there is a very important matter I need to discuss. I just don't want to air anybody's dirty laundry right here. Man, I'm sorry for what I did to you guys. I know this is a thankless job. I've heard rumors. So, yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Glad you're doing better.
I'm better, man.
Anybody else? Nobody else? Meeting adjourned at 6:28. Thank you, everybody.